Okay, this is a hand from Hustler Casino, but this person here, Lex O'Poker, this is his video that we are watching here.
No. Wow, Robbie really mixing it up here, calling Garrett's raise with Jack 4 off. It's wine versus wine, and Garrett here has flopped a straight flush draw, 10-10-9 with a couple clubs. He's going to bet 2,500. Wow, and Robbie's going to call here with Jack 4.
Okay, so based on just what happened right there after the flop, without even knowing what their hold cards are, just by seeing the action, you can tell that neither one of them have a 10. If Garrett had a 10, I don't think he would have casually just thrown 2,500 out there like that. As that looked like a weird little continuation bet based on how he did that. It did not look like he had a 10. If he had a 10, he most likely would have checked it to try to see what she would do to see what the strength of her hand is based on her checker betting. But the way he casually put out 2,500 and how she casually just smooth called right there, we can pretty much assume that she does not have a 10 and he does not have a 10 either.
Or with the Jack of clubs, turn is a3, puts backdoor hearts down. And this is usually when Garrett will lay the hammer down with combo draws.
Okay, so right now, Garrett is possibly, I haven't seen the previous parts of this video stream, but it looks like he's doing some sort of betting pattern that she's picking up on right here. She's picking up that he's just kind of doing this bet pattern that he's done before possibly, and he possibly has a weak hand, and this is just his bet pattern that he does during a hand. So right now she's gonna min click.
He's gonna bet 10,000. I think Robbie should have probably been out of his hand pre-flop.
This is gonna be a test to see the strength of his hand.
She's got one club and one heart, and wow, look at this. What is she thinking about here? She gonna raise it. Well, we saw her raise Ace King a little bit ago for a min raise. Here she's gonna min click Jack 4, and you know Garrett is just so experienced.
that guy.
Well, let me scratch my face. That's the shit I got.
How often would she do this with a 10? Could he possibly bet 3-bet here?
Yeah, so what he's thinking right now is if I call, what kind of betting would happen on the river? So would an all-in happen there, or should I just go all-in here? And so he decides probably just to go all-in right here. And that's telling her the strength of his hand. Based on the betting in the flop, we know they don't have a 10. She's testing the strength of his hand by doing a min raise like that.
The all-in.
So now he's going all-in.
Garrett, like I said, he's just so experienced.
he's so experienced, but I don't know if he's going to win this hand or not. So she is thinking right now, like she is putting him on a weak hand, but based on his all-in bet right there, he does have a strong hand. But without looking at his cards, I would guess that he would be on like an ace-high flush draw or something, like have the ace of hearts or the ace of clubs, and he would be on an ace-high flush draw or a straight draw, or because there's only a possible straight draw and two possible flush draws out there right now, or trip tens or a full house, but based on the flop action, neither one of them would have a full house. So she's thinking right now, like, I don't care if I lose, I just want to see your hand, because I put you on a weak hand.
I don't know what she's thinking about here, because
so it's not how a professional poker player would make a decision in a tournament. Like, a person in a tournament would not call $100,000 bet and have their tournament life risk on the line for a hunch that he has a weak hand with Jack High. That's where you would not make a call like this. But she is in a cash game. She is acting like she doesn't care if she loses or not. She just wants to see what kind of hand he has because she puts him on a weak hand. That's what she says right after that. Right after this, when he asks about why did you call the all-in right here when you have Jack high, it's like, because she's putting him on a weak hand.
What is going on here?
Once, but it's up to you.
Yeah, see, his reaction is very strange because professionally speaking, nobody ever would have made that call with Jack high right here for $100,000, but she's showing the expression that she does not care about losing. It's a cash game; she can buy back in. I just want to see what you have. Yeah, she's putting him on a bluff. Yeah, because she's kind of embarrassed about her hand right here.
Go to the river. The river is a 9.
That one's you for sure.
They're gonna run it twice.
The way she's acting right now is the way she thinks she lost.
You give me that much credit?
I don't know.
She's good with the first one.
See, she doesn't want to show her hand. She's embarrassed about how weak her hand is. She already doesn't know if she lost or not.
The river breaks out again.
Right here, 8 high. He says 8 high right there. And see, she's acting. She doesn't show her hand until right now. So that means that she was embarrassed to show it until she learned that he only had 8 high.
Have Jack 4? What?
Okay. Alright, so there was no cheating going on here. The way the time intervals went through the betting and the way the timing went for this hand, there was no point where there was like, what is going on? There was like a pause or something where could have been any sort of cheating happening, because the pace that the hand went couldn't have gone any other way. If there was a weird timing pause anywhere in there, then there could have been the possibility of a cheating scandal going on. But this played out just like any other poker hand would have. But the reason that he legitimately lost is because he was on a straight draw. He had a flush draw. He had a straight flush draw. And he missed his hand on both opportunities of the river cards. So he missed his hand legitimately. He lost. This is why she should not have done this next action, which was give him his money back for losing to Jack high.
That is super, super strange. You can see his reaction.
So, everything that she says all the way to like here, I believe is legit. He asked her, like, why did you call all in with Jack high when you thought, like, she's like, I thought you had ace high. I thought you beat me. So it's like, why call with Jack high if you think I have ace high? That means you're losing and I'm winning. Why would you call $100,000 when you think you're losing? What I think she was thinking is that she put him on a weak hand. She was on a weak hand. I know she didn't think she had a 3. She knew she had Jack 4, but she put him on a weak hand, and she called his all in to see if she was right. That's what she sounds like when she's expressing herself here at the table before he leaves and walks off.
You know you've let me do this to you several times now.
Yeah, I don't
I like his reaction. Reaction. He's just great. I like his reaction to this whole scene.
And then so why call her Jack Eye then?
First of all, a little bit of a straight problem. I blocked
It sounds like she's having trouble expressing herself.
you don't have shit.
Right there. That's the reason.
You don't have shit.
And yeah, that's right. She thinks you can't beat a jack high.
What I don't think you have when you play against me.
So she's saying, I put you on a weak hand. I didn't think I was on a weak hand too, but I knew you were weak, so I wanted to see if I was right. So I called you, risking my $100,000 stack to see if I was right. But she happened to be not only right that he was on a weak hand, but because he missed his draws on both river cards, he lost the hand and she won. That's poker. That's how poker is played. She could have had 9 high and still had that hunch that he was weak. You know, when you put somebody on a weak hand, that means they're like on a 2-3, a 4-5. You know, they have a very weak hand. That means they have low cards. You're putting them on low cards. And she has trouble expressing herself to say that, I believe. And she was right. So she legitimately won. But whoever comes and takes Robbie away to talk to him and listen to him bitch and whine and complain about losing to Jack High to the point where it's like, she's like, well, what will make you happy? And he says, give me my money back. And so she comes back and gives him his money back so he'll shut the fuck up and come back and play cards at the table. And he doesn't. He just puts the money down by his stack and then packs it up and leaves. Like, the way he just, like, bitches and moans and whines and tells her to give him his money back so he'll shut up, and then he just takes the money and packs up and leaves is very unprofessional. There was no cheating going on here. There was no scandal. This is how poker is, and a professional poker player in a tournament would not make a decision like she did to put the tournament life on the line for Jack High on a hunch that his hand is weak. But this is cash game. It's different. She had a hunch that she wanted to gamble with, and she was right. And she won the hand because of that. He is probably a good strategic player, but he is a sore loser. The person with the hat calls him a sore loser, and he's right. He legitimately lost. He missed his flush. He missed a straight. He missed the straight flush that he was hoping for, that he had a straight flush draw. That means that he lost. There's no reason that she shouldn't have kept her winnings. But because he somehow got her away from the poker table, that part is not in here. Or whoever comes and gets her to leave the poker table to go listen to him bitch about losing to Jack High, and then convincing her to give him his money back, that part is missing. But because the people who think that he doesn't understand that she just made an instinct call based on her hunch, and it wasn't professionally done. He must be like a very strict professional poker player and do everything almost by the book, where she plays on her feelings and hunches, perhaps. And that's what happened. She won. He lost. I don't know why she gave him the money back. That was wrong. But whoever got her to leave the poker table to go listen to him whine, that part is missing. So whoever got her to leave the table, that was the incorrect action. She should have kept playing. And if he left, then let him leave. She should have stayed playing. But he just left the poker room and then somehow got her to go talk to him. I don't know how he got her to go talk to him, but that part is the mystery to me. We can go ahead and stop this poker hand interview here, because that's pretty much all the information that I have. This is the only video that I have that has the most footage in it by Lexo Poker, this guy here. But he doesn't really explain how he thinks the hand went. He just kind of narrates it like everybody else. The interviews of her afterward, where she thinks she put him on ace high, or she thought she had a 3, I don't believe those. I think those are kind of little showboat lies, just so she can get extra airtime to stream with and, get more popularity. But what she said right after the hand about, you don't have shit, I called you all in based on not what I have, based on what I think you have, that was real. And he should have realized that he lost the hand because he did not make his flush or his straight flush. So that's what I think about this hand at Hustler Casino. And thank you, Lexo Poker, for supplying the footage that I could not find other than in your video online. Thank you.